Hey, in this video, I'm going to talk about the benefits of fasting and how I lost 30 lbs by fasting. And I'm using an app called Fastic. Probably you guys can search for it and try using it. But why fasting? What are the benefits of fasting? And what are the benefits? Like how long have you to? How long you need to fast? And how you can tap maximum benefits out of fasting. And it's like something simple to follow. Like it's like not it's better if you are following keto and intermittent fasting, but even if you are not following keto, like it is good to follow fasting, right? So the reason for that is like our body is not designed to continuously consume food, right? The more frequent you eat, the more insulin your body secretes. Okay, and the more insulin your body secretes, the more fat you are storing. Insulin is a fat storing hormone, and the more fat you have, like more estrogen production is there in your body. And fat, like most of the fat storing hormones are produced, right? And this is one of the reason like we get insulin resistance and we get diabetics. So your body has not adapted to continuous eating because it has not designed so, and it has not expected that we are going to have a continuous supply of food. Like it was designed for hunting. So essentially what happened, so our body is like, when we are continuously providing our body with food, it is trying to store anything excess as fat. It's like garage in our house where you put anything excess into the garage thinking that you are going to use it at one point in time, but you never use it. That's how your body is continuously storing fat and your fat remains the same, like it's in your store and it's never get an opportunity to use. So what what how is fasting solve this problem? Like fasting will help us tap into the stored energy store, and for tapping into the stored energy store to burn the fat and metabolize the fat, the body will produce a lot of fat burning hormones, which include human growth hormone, insulin like growth factor, testosterone, and all the other needed hormones. So these things are getting secreted to burn the fat, and the longer you fast, the better. But yeah, I will go into more details. So we need to understand what happens when a food enters the body, right? Like when you consume food, or like when you ingest food into your body, post digestion your foods are absorbed into the bloodstream. And once like body sees the glucose and like other food items in the bloodstream, it started to produce insulin. And insulin's main job is to make body absorb the glucose. So insulin, there is something called as insulin receptors, where like your insulin go sit and like open the pathway for glucose and other things to go into the cells. So that is the main function of insulin. So that happens when right after you eat the food. And so then slowly your blood glucose level drops because your body is continuously needs energy to run it, and your body is continuously consuming out of bloodstream. So once insulin and glucose is there, insulin is going to transport glucose from the blood to the body. So in 3 hours, insulin will transfer all the glucose in the bloodstream to your body. So your body gets the insulin, gets the glucose. And it also, what it does is it stores the blood sugar as glycogen in liver and muscles. So and then if there are excess of glucose, it goes and store it as fat inside your body. So that happens after 3 hours. So when you like after 3 hours, when you start fasting, and when you are fasting for 9 hours, that is where your after 9 hours is where your body is going to kick into your first energy source, where a body will realize that it's running out of energy, since it needs continuous supply of energy for all your organs to function, brain to function, or if you're doing some activities, it to body needs energy, right? So it taps into the first thing it taps into it is glycogen, which is the glycogen that is stored in liver and muscles. So that happens in 9 hours, and you don't have much of glycogen stores in your body. So the glycogens get depleted pretty soon. Then in 11 hours your body goes to the biggest energy source, which is fat. It has like in average our like body stores 80,000 calories in fat. Which essentially means if you are consuming 2000 calorie per day, your average person has a capacity to live without food for 45 days, right? So even like so that's how huge the fat store is, right? And then after like 11 hours your body start to metabolize the fat, and to metabolize the fat it needs all the fat metabolizing hormone. So it starts to produce testosterone, it starts to produce growth hormone, it starts to produce insulin like growth factor, and all the other things kick in to burn the fat. So in addition to burning the fat, these hormones are going to provide you all the good benefits. Like testosterone will help you with muscle building, keeping you young. Like growth hormone will like help you with your bone density, with your joints, muscle building, and will make you look and feel young. So these are benefits you can get once you fast for 11 hours. And after 11 hours, in 14 hours, right, after once the fat is metabolized it becomes ketones. So ketones enters the bloodstream as an alternate energy source, and the ketones is used as an alternate energy source. So ketone is very efficient, and ketone is like has a lot of neurological benefit. It powers brain a lot better than glucose, and it powers all the other organs better than glucose, and you feel better when you are driven by keto. And after 16 hours is where our body kicks into something called as autophagy. Autophagy is something that when your body starts consuming itself. So what happens is like when autophagy kicks in, it is very very powerful. It starts to consume like your own body, and like it starts to consume your own dead cells in your body, like which means the bird cells and everything will get out. So one of the main other benefits of autophagy is like it has a potential to attack cancer cells. So it reduces the possibility of cancer. So it consumes the dead cancer cells. So the longer you fast, the more autophagy benefits you will get. So it kicks in after 16 hours, and it continues to be the case like on like if you're doing a 48 hours fast or 72 hours fast or anything like that. So autophagy kicks in. So yeah, these are the benefits of fasting, and like I don't recommend to start with a longer fast. Start with a fast that has minimum of 16 hours of fasting and 8 hours of eating window. Then gradually you can increase the fasting capacity. That is what, like, I am closer to 1 meal a day right now. So slowly I increased my fasting window, and it started to yield a lot more benefits. I started to lose weight faster in the first few months, and it got to a plateau. And once it get to the plateau, you have to either follow keto with intermittent fasting and increase the keto to be a little bit hard, and as well as like you have to have occasional prolonged fasting. But like yeah, that's pretty much my target. I'm closer to my target, like just 10 pounds away from the target, so I'm good. Okay, these are the benefits of fasting. Like I will go deeper into fasting in upcoming videos. I will put videos of other videos related to keto foods, ketosis, and other things. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.